Hello, I'm Michael Glass from the FXcast Market Analysis team. This is our FXcast Market Analysis trading plan. In each of our videos, we try to identify high probability trading setups. We'll evaluate the gold chart to see if there's any leading sentiment. We will create a low volatility watch list, an inside bar watch list, and we'll review the economic calendar to see if there are any releases that could affect our open and new trades. As always, please send your comments and feedback to analysis@fxcast.com. As usual, we are starting off with our gold daily chart. And we can see that today basically is an inside bar. And we also had a little pull off on the volume today. So we had our volume up, volume support of the 20 moving average, little volume. And as we get a little indecision, our volume dropped off a little bit, but our buying volume is still in control. We can see on the 1 hour time frame that our point of control is 1771, and we can see this little range that we're in. Yesterday we told you if we can get a little bit higher, we could go retest 1875. Well, we didn't. Instead, we put in a volume resistance here at 1818. There's our accumulation of volume. And then now we're putting a little support in here at 1786. So we got sort of a 30-point range here of where volume is showing us it wants to go. Of course, we're oversold a little bit, just out of oversold on RSI, so we could head back up. But right now, we've got an inside bar, and so what we could do is, again, mark the high and the low today and watch for a break, preferably in the trend, so we would love to see a break to the upside. So a weak gold means what to our dollar currency pairs? Going to the pound dollar. And we can see what? As the price moved up, it stopped where? At our previous resistance line. And what did we say? Just like we needed volume to get through it here, we're going to need volume once again to get through it. And also, we're still within our daily channel uptrend here. So we've got two things against us. We've got horizontal resistance, and we've got resistance moving up a little bit higher. So we went right up to it, sellers found value, and they pushed price back down. On our 1 hour time frame, we're right now sitting at the neutral time frame, and we're just below our long-term moving average. And ever so slightly, we can see that the pound is in control. The pound took a nice spike up towards the end of the day. Meanwhile, the dollar, after trending down a little bit, moved up, but not as strong as the pound, which is what is allowing the pound to be in control. So that kind of says sit on hands because we're in neutral, we're just below long-term moving average, and we're trying to decide what we're going to do with this resistance on the daily chart. As far as the euro to dollar, we can see same thing here on the daily, that our long-term resistance of 1.455 held up. We pushed up to it, and the seller said, value, and they pushed price back down. Here we can see that we're in a selling zone. We're well above our long-term moving average. That supports what we're seeing on our daily. Our sellers finding value at 1.45, trying to push price down, basically maybe to our moving averages. So we're in a sell zone. We're above our long-term moving average. However, the euro is in control. Now they're starting to converge. So if the dollar takes control, we'll see price action start to move down. But as long as the euro's in control, price action will continue to move higher. And we can see that spike up above our long-term moving average on the euro. Meanwhile, the dollar kind of bounced here and found resistance at its long-term moving average. So as long as the euro's in control, we'll move higher. But as long as see how they're kind of moving parallel, that's why you have sideways action. When they diverge, that's when we see the big price action. Finally, we have the dollar franc. And here we broke into our new range. We said what's going to happen. Yesterday we talked about that. Getting above the 50 moving average, getting into our new price channel, 0.8078 up to 0.8318. And so we'll see. The dollar sort of has been making a move, but clearly on a 1 hour time frame, we're in a sell zone. We're above our long-term moving average, but the dollar remains in control. And as long as the dollar remains in control, price will move higher. You can see the franc kind of taking towards the end. and the dollar moving up a little bit. So as long as the dollar is in control, price action will move higher, even though we're in a sell zone and well above our long-term moving average. As we come to our two watch lists for low volatility, our 1 hour time frame with our Bollinger Bands, we're going to be watching the euro dollar, the pound dollar, and the dollar franc. And our inside bar watch list, we're going to be watching the dollar yen. Let's go to the economic calendar. Here we can see on the economic calendar that we do have a couple of things. We've got money supply for the pound, economic sentiment for the European Union, and then later on in the day we have consumer confidence for the states. And again, we're going to start seeing some of the employment situation come out this week and next week. We would like to thank you for watching our FXcast market analysis. As we continue to improve and make adjustments so that you're getting value from our videos, we want you to take the time to give us feedback, give us comments, send us questions about what you would like to see in our videos, and you can send those comments and feedbacks to analysis@fxcast.com, or you can post to our daily forum. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.